Guys, today's video is on cotangent graphs. Very similar to tangent graphs in the way that they look and as well as the asymptotes. So let's first look at our table that we're going to fill in at 0. Move this a little bit. At 0, our cotangent is x over y. So at 0, we have 1 over 0, which is undefined. At pi over 2, the cotangent is 0 over 1, which is 0. At pi, it's negative 1 over 0, which is undefined again. Remember, when it's undefined, you have asymptotes. Then at 3 pi over 2, it is 0 over negative 1, which is 0. And if you wanted to put back at 2 pi, what's happening again? Again, it's undefined. Let's go over to Desmos and change everything to negative 2 pi to 2 pi and change the step by pi over 2 and see what's going on here. Maybe I can, no, I'm not going to change my y-axis. Let's type in cotan x. You can see that there are asymptotes at 0, like we saw, and also it's undefined at pi and 2 pi and 3 pi. Basically every pi value, kind of like the opposite of tan, because tan was pi over 2, cotans every pi, there are asymptotes. Let's write in our note sheet what this means. So there are asymptotes at every pi value. Graphing it, asymptote here, asymptote here at 2 pi, and we can go in the negative values as well. We represent asymptotes with a dotted line, and the graph is going to go 0 in the middle, just like we saw in the table up there, and it's going to go this curvy fashion right this through that point, and it's going to continue forever in that direction. Hopefully you have this written down. Let's keep going and talking about cotangent graphs. The range and domain. The domain is all real numbers except when you could say at every pi value. Back up here, that was period. That's a full revolution. And we do have A, B, C, D values for cotangent, just like sine, cosine, and regular tangent. Just like we did in the last video, we can see how cotangent can be affected by A, B, C, D. A is the amplitude. It can also reflect. B changes the period. C is the phase shift. It moves it left or right. D changes the vertical shift, which is up or down. Knowing this and knowing your previous information on sine, cosine, and tan, now take cotangent and see how is it different than tan with these questions. Just like tangent, by the way, the period formula is pi divided by b. Again, this is different than cosine and sine, which is 2 pi divided by b. Use Desmos and see how these are different, or if you can already know based off what you know of A, B, C, and D, you can answer these regardless. Write down any questions you want to go over in class on cotangent graphs, and have a great night.